I'm Ken Wei of Aedas, working in the Shanghai office in China. I returned to Shanghai back in the middle of February, and I've been back here for over 7 weeks now. At that time, quarantine for foreigners were not compulsory, and many restaurants and entertainment venues were closed. Now, Shanghai never had a full lockdown as a city, as the risk was well controlled within the epicenter of Wuhan and Hebei. Since the COVID-19 is very special, it's got asymptomatic characteristics. The office took very early planning. We established guidelines for social distancing and hand sanitizing and use of masks. And the team members actually returned in stages based on location and associated risk areas. It took almost 4 weeks for the full team to return to work on a full-time basis in the office. And during this period, we practiced a lot of home working, online meetings, but we find and experience that online meetings and home working is only as good as the internet connection. So we're all looking forward to the full implementation of 5G technology in China. That will be a big help in future. We find that home working effectiveness is actually relatively low and needs constant monitoring. Once the office is fully running, all staff remain wearing masks throughout the day, and China actually uses big data to monitor potential risk through personal QR code. So nowadays, I cannot go to any meeting with my client or go to any public venues without this code. Now, there's also potential issue is that we work in a very fully enclosed office environment, and all the air conditioning system at the moment are switched off until further notice. So as the weather gets warmer, we think there could be a potential health risk, so we're monitoring that very closely. In terms of our business-wise, we find there's no major reduction in workload so far, but there are some slight delay on our projects. This is due to the fact that a lot of our clients, stakeholders, and governments are actually working at home as well. So we hope the situation will improve. Invoicing is still quite constant and on a timely manner, but we are monitoring very closely for cash flow. So what are the lessons learned with COVID-19? I think in future, architecture practice has got to be working even more flexible. In terms of staffing, the way we work, home working is definitely a very important practice of any practice. And home working, it's essential for a lot of staff because there are staff with kids who are still out of school, haven't returned to school yet. They have to look after the family or elders. And maintaining strict discipline for hygiene is very important for the office. We have to improve on the way we work online as well. We find in our experiences for any online meeting, any group of numbers over and above 4, we should designate someone as a meeting manager to ensure that the meeting is actually held properly in a managed manner. And all files should be shared well in advance before the meeting. And for those working at home, the team manager or project manager or the architect, project involved should monitor the progress of the team and the staff constantly and do a kind of weekly report on the progress. Perhaps the only upside we can think about this is that we can now spend more time on design and improve on our quality, which for a very fast-track design environment in China is a real luxury.